This is the dopamine rush known as Haste by Landfall Games. It is a not-so-new game that's all about filling that gaping, lonely hole in your brain that's filled by jingling keys. Now some of you are thinking, wow, an insult in the first 3 seconds, I'm leaving. Well, I'm here to tell you to sit that juicy booty back down because I have that lonely little hole too. And boy, does this game fill my quota. You see, Haste is all about taking this small child known as Zoe and launching her twice the speed of light for your own personal sick fantasies of getting that sweet, sweet S rank. Lucky for you, Zoe is used to going twice the speed of light. She isn't, however, used to going into that deep blue abyss that's constantly chasing after you. But don't worry, the game about speed wouldn't willingly just let you have your joyride without consequences, because if you so much bump into the local aphid while it's trying to munch on a lead, that blue void will eat you alive, and quickly at that. But it's not instant death on most difficulties. This game isn't just about speed, as some might know. It's also about such endearing characters as Meemaw and Promiscuous Captain and Loner Woman and scary otherworldly shadowy spirit friends and questionably moral robot lady. But I don't know what her deal is. Ignoring her odd riddles. Jingle jingle, it's time for the gameplay! And there's no place to start than at the start. The beginning. And yes, I'm starting a brand new save file for this. Be thankful that I, the average frog, will be willing to play this game again for you. And hey, would you look at that? We're on our way to deliver some mail. There's no way this goes bad. Right? Right? Anywho, who are these guys, and what are they doing? Oh, gross. I really hope that's not... Hi, Loner Woman. Bye, Loner Woman. And we start. Basic controls, yada yada, and stop! See that there? That's a slope. You want to land on those by holding your space bar. And when you do, you get a little bit of speed if you're smooth with it. If you press too far, just like every woman in your life, you'll scare it. You'll crash into the ground, causing Zoe to get her soft spot pressed in, and for you to lose one of those little bits of health there. Also, you'll lose a lot of your speed, but we'll get a bit into that later. Let's just finish the basic tutorial first. I forgot to mention her. This is Riza. She's like a more bearable version of Navi from the Legend of Zelda series. Stop. See this? This is where the fun begins. This is where we use our first ability. Now, the abilities come in many different flavors, but unfortunately only got one for now, and this is my opinion. The second most baller ability, the hoverboard. The thought process is simple. More speed. You left click and it gives you a burst of speed no matter where you are. The air, the sky, the unfathomable void. Speed boost. It also has a secondary usage that I'll get into a bit further. Wait on, hold on. Wait a second. Anyway, say hi to Meemaw. Her name is Dara. She's pretty chill, and if you look right here, you'll see a shard. These are essentially just the levels of the game. So let's make our way over. Yeah? Whoa. Pause. Now you may notice, you get right into the action, so don't be afraid when the game gets moving. Because trust me, this is happening. This here is happening every single time. If you look up here, you see your rank. It's how good you are at not being slow. And these little fellas are your currency. These are your money. And if you pay real close attention, you'll notice I pull out my board right before landing. This is since your speed gain is usually going from downhill like this. But what if you need that speed without a hill? You board. Technically, anywhere you can land, you can gain speed from. And I do mean anywhere. Literally anywhere. You'll see in later shards, you can land on anything and get a speed boost as long as you're at the right angle. But let's focus on that later. Right now, we need to focus on the map. And if you're a god gamer like me, for example, you just click at the end and just auto path through. But since you're a little baby man, we're going to go through this one by one. See these little money bags? These are shops. Obviously, fucking idiot. These spiky levels are simply harder levels. Harder S rank, they pay more. Not good for beginners like you. These question marks are events. They're random challenges that can range from gathering little guys to surviving literal artillery fire to searching and searching and search. Man, this place is big. And search. Oh, okay, there's the portal. Sometimes it's not a challenge, but a choice. You know, you get stuffs for clicking one option, or you get stuff for clicking other option. That's about it. You've played a choice game before. I know you have. Campfires are for HP, and the local TED Talk. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. The world is ending, and it's this little goober's job to figure out why. Unfortunately, we aren't that far into the lore, so let's go shopping. Say hi to Dolly, and I guess Gon's here too. These guys give you what you need to speed. You walk over, hand a little nice guy your sparks with your space bar, and he conjures up a magic spell or something to manifest these items straight into your pockets. Don't ask me how it works. I don't know. The lore was also right there, but I kind of skipped past it because I didn't care what Gons was saying. I'm only here for Delila, okay? I mean, this first item was just to test to see if it even worked. Frankly, I call this a human rights violation. Like, what do I exploded or something, Doug? I you walking. Stop that. I need to explain items. So the item we just picked up there is an active item. You click, they go. There's also passive items where if you do thing happens. You know how items work. I hope you touched a game before. But we don't have one of those. Let's get back to running. For the sake of time, we're just going to make our way through these levels with a bit of background music. Pause the montage. Flamboyant captain appears. Damn. Okay, letter girl's kind of rude if I'm being honest, dog. Thankfully Zoe doesn't mind. Well, maybe he's seen loner woman anywhere. Oh, seems like it. He's a little bit helpful. Oh, okay. Thanks for nothing, I guess. Okay, bye, I guess. Back to running, I guess. Boss time. The first boss is out. Shit, I was monologuing. Rude. Okay, this is the first boss, so it shouldn't be too hard. This is Jumper. He shoots where you're running and occasionally makes waves after the first hit that disrupt movement. Now, since I am at 1 HP, this looks bad. But I'm a god gamer, I beat him anyways. And with a slight lag spike, that's the shard complete. We gain some anti-shards, some items, and then we can leave. Or we can continue playing infinitely or until we lose. But I gotta leave the rest for you to try. So if you enjoyed my yap chest, I'd like to thank you for watching. And remember...
Hey, Cal here. If you made it this far in the video, I just want to say thank you for watching, and that this is my first time making a video outside of a media class in school a couple years back. So kindly take it easy on me. At some point, I would like to make this a possible J''B in the future. Not exactly off rip, but I do find content creation to be very fun. A bit hard, but fun. Editing by yourself is a long task, but it's something I could get used to after a while. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.